You're rolling. Go ahead, sir.
All right, we'll call this meeting to order, and Jen, will you take roll call?
Commissioner Corbin.
Here.
Commissioner Johnson. Commissioner Thill.
Here.
Commissioner Waldner.
Here.
Mayor Lindsay.
Need a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? And motion carries. Number 1, under appearances and acknowledgements. Acknowledge applications for temporary retail malt beverage and retail wine licenses and set a date of hearing for the Greater Madison Area Chamber of Commerce and Lake Area Improvement Corporation. And I know Mr. Hortness is here. And do we want to start with any questions first? Or Eric, you want to go ahead and tell us what you're looking at doing?
Well, thank you. The idea is basically a concert series downtown on Egan Avenue for 6 weeks. It would be July 17th, 24th, and 31st, and then August 14th, 21st, and 28th. The reason we're taking a break in the middle is because of National Night Out. It would be on August 7th, so we're skipping that night. And closing off block of Egan Avenue, which would be the 100 North block of Egan Avenue. And basically we're working with, Chamber and LAIC is working with a consultant who started the same type of event out in Spearfish. They've been going for 13, 14 years now. They expanded into Rapid City. They also do it in Brookings, Nebraska towns, North Dakota towns. He's a personal friend of Rory with LAIC, and he's basically going to be organizing the event this year, and then turning everything over to us next year. But plan is to have a band from 6 to 9 with inflatables for the kids, some food options. All local food options. Businesses are going to be invited to come down and set up booths if they want to sell any of their wares. Stores can stay open late if they certainly choose to. There will be beer sales, wine sales. That's the plan. That's kind of the gist of the event. It's a Tuesday night from 6 to 9. 9 o'clock hits, everything will be torn down, and we've been told everything will be put back and opened back up by 10 o'clock. So.
Well, awesome. I guess I know a little bit about this, and I want to throw out now still a little bit from Chief Meyer, who's also in the audience. But this is very similar to what in Rapid City does it on a much grander scale. I think they got an actual location where they can do it, and I think theirs is on Thursday nights or something like that. And I've been just past it when it was going on, but I know that it covers all ages. This isn't just for high school, middle schoolers, adults. This is for all ages. And boy, you go and you look at the other ones, and especially like Rapid City, I mean, it's from young kids, parents with strollers, all the way up to our senior adults. I mean, my mom goes down and enjoys it in Rapid City on just about every Thursday night. So, and I also know Chief Meyer has talked with the police chiefs in Rapid City and Spearfish, talked to them about some of the things that they've learned. So I know that from that aspect that we're pretty well covered.
Yeah, the reason that we chose the block that we did, and there was kind of a recommendation from Chief Meyer, is there's no bars on that block, so that would eliminate people walking in and out of bars with drinks and glass bottles and things like that. So that's kind of why we chose that block. And Commissioner Waldner is correct. It's a family event. It's not the traditional street dance crowd. It's more of a family event type feel to it.
Other questions?
Well, thanks for doing this. That's hopefully something that the community can get out and support and enjoy, and it's nice to have another entertainment option out there. I'll make a motion to acknowledge applications for temporary malt beverage and retail wine license, set a date of hearing for June 11th at 5:35 for the Greater Madison Area Chamber of Commerce, Lake Area Improvement Corporation.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. I'll take roll each week to make sure you're all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, anything that anybody wants removed from the consent calendar?
I'll make a motion, we approve the consent calendar.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Under old business, nothing. Under new business, number 1, authorize mayor to sign local government certification emergency solutions grant program with Interlakes Community Action Partnership. Jen, do you have more information on this, or other than what's in our packet? Or?
Other than that, what's in your packet, no I don't. I did think Eric was going to be in attendance tonight. I'm sorry not to see him. But otherwise, we have done these years in the past. We heard from Christy Van Wetterling a couple weeks ago. It's the same process. Domestic Violence of the Lakes region does one, and then Interlakes Community Action Partnership also does one.
And this one also works a little bit towards the homeless, or those about to be homeless. Any other questions? We have a motion.
Yeah, excuse me, make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign the local government certifications emergency solutions grant program, Interlakes Community Action Partnership.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 2, authorized purchase of a 2019 model 56,000 GVW 6x4 class truck from existing contract. And I'm glad Gary's stepping up because I just can read all those numbers.
Yeah, we've looked at quite a few trucks out there, and a lot of them are a lot bigger than we really need. And looked at what we have. This is a pretty good replacement for what we have. The truck was replacing is 27 years old. We were looking around, and so we got this bid coming up. This was in March. And we looked at it, and it's just about everything we need. It's got an option for a plow. You know, you can hook it right up, but we're not doing that right now. It's just your basic truck chassis. We still got to iron out a few details on box, but we want to open that up soon. So we want to get this ball rolling on the chassis because it's going to take some time. We were talking in September now before we got that. So get that ordered. And open up the box, and then we can build a box right on the chassis. Or, I mean, they'll build it and we'll install it.
27-year-old truck, we got our use out of it.
Yeah, we did. The thing I would like to have is a stainless steel box because that's where we have our trouble. Usually the box rots away before the truck does. So, and I think we've saved enough shopping around that we could maybe go with that option and just throw that in there. Price it both ways. They've been averaging about 3,500 extra if we went that way right away. I think in the long run that would be good.
It looks sharp. The stainless steel.
Yeah, stainless steel, and I guess we could pick a color.
What is our city colors?
White.
White.
Red, white, and blue? White on white?
Yeah, white's the pretty much the main color.
I've turned in a term paper with that, white on white.
How'd you do?
Not very well.
Maybe get a maroon one.
Yeah, if they have an option of maroon, blue or orange.
Looks good to me. I know it's quite a process, and Gary's jumped through several weeks to look around. And this has been what I think we need and want. So
Of course, we have a Bulldog patrol car. Maybe we need a Trojan truck.
City trucks.
can we get off this
I think we
color
should-
thing?
Wrap all
Okay,
the
well, we can, see what the thing on.
I'll make a motion to authorize purchase of a 2019 model 56,000 GVW 6x4 class truck from existing contract.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Jen, do you need to know where that?
Where's the money coming from?
It is budgeted for, we've got, $160,000 in the budget, just so that we're clear, right, he'll be bringing back, we need to spec out the box.
Yep.
So this is the chassis, we'll be back with the bid specs for the box in the next couple weeks, and the total budget for the truck is $160,000, okay?
I know we have that under control. I just wanted to
And-
make sure.
Absolutely.
As part of the motion, do you need to have that reserve in there?
There is no
To a
reserve,
certain
it's
amount?
itemized. It's itemized
Okay.
as part of the budget, so there is no reserve. Mr. Gagne, though, too, if I may, has presented me with every single document necessary for my audit file to purchase off an existing contract. I appreciate his communication and his teamwork. He's been in and out of my office numerous times. It's great to have this done.
Oh, we're lucky to have him.
before we ask for the approval on it, so thank you.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thanks for the info, Gary. Item number 3, under new business, authorized use of police technology reserve, Zerker Mobile Software Services, and Chief Meyer is here to talk about it.
So, as many of you know, we purchased Zerker Record Management System probably 3 years ago now. And they have expanded with a couple of other companies. And one of the things that they rolled out last year is what they're calling a field ops program, which is essentially a mobile application that is used on smartphones. All of our officers carry smartphones. We use those phones for recording of interviews, for taking pictures of evidence at scenes. The problem that we are having, that we could experience with that, is those items are stored on the officer's cell phone, which is then dumped into our records management system. That opens up that officer's personal phone for subpoenas through attorneys on court hearings. What this mobile app will allow us to do is it is a CJIS compliant app, which is secure in its own right. So when an officer takes a photograph or a digital recording, it will store that information within that app and then download it directly into our servers on our software. So nothing actually gets stored on the phone, which relieves the officer of possibly losing his cell phone to a court order. The other thing that this allows us to do is it has a mobile application for all of our calls for service. So an officer that's out of the vehicle, if he's handling something else and another call comes up, he can simply pull up his phone, view what's going on, and it has the nature of the call, the location of the call, who the RP is, basically everything that is applicable on our servers goes through this field application. It has been being used in Iowa, Nebraska, and Minnesota quite a bit. The Highway Patrol is using it, Sioux Falls Police Department is using it, and I think it would be a great application that we could use and utilize, and our officers would save quite a bit of time instead of taking pictures from their phones and dumping it onto the computer and then into the program. And it can be used for statements. You can take a photograph of about anything anymore with these cell phones. So the price on this is listed at $59.80, and that will be a license allowable for each one of our officers. They have to have a license per officer to be able to use it. And basically, it's just signing into our current system as we do if we're in a car or even if we're in the office. So what I'm asking for is being able to spend up to $6,500 just to make sure we've got our bases covered on this quote. to allow us to get this going and an application available for our officers.
Reserve currently has a balance of $53,179.
How much?
$53,179.
It's a lot of money.
Yes, my next major purchase is gonna be new car camera systems with body cams. And I'm waiting to hear on a grant before I spend that, so if I could spend grant money, I'd rather do that.
We'd rather.
Good
that,
work.
too.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Stay on the scale.
I can tell you, fellow commissioners, in my daily job, I'll say, working with public safety, I've had the opportunity to actually view this application in work, and it's very nice. I've been hounding Justin and Jen a little bit as far as the use of private cell phones for our officers. This is a huge benefit to the city and to that local individual officer. And so this application, and as we know, everything's mobile. We all have our smartphones, and the officers do a lot of work on them, and so this is definitely a positive step forward and puts a lot of technology and tools at their fingertips.
Very nice. I'll make a motion to authorize the use of police technology reserve for CERCR,
Up to $6,500.
mobile software services, up to $6,500.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Seeing no announcements, anybody have anything? No executive session. Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
This meeting is adjourned. Thanks, everybody.